Hi friends, in this video I would like to share some problems on proportion. In the last class I completed problems on one mean and difference of means. Now at present I would like to share some problems on proportion. Friends, proportion is not particularly mentioned in any problem. For suppose, whenever in the problem we are not finding the word average or mean, we can take it as that is a proportion problem. Friends, here we observe the given problem as in a sample of 1000 people, 540 are rice eaters and the rest are wheat eaters, which means out of 1000 people, some people are rice eaters and some of the people are wheat eaters. Now we have to assume that both rice and wheat eaters are equally popular at a level of significance alpha equals to 1%. That means we have to test the hypothesis whether the rice and wheat eaters are equally popular. First of all, we observe that there is no word like average or mean. So this is not a mean related problem. Now how we can confirm this is a proportion problem? First of all, we check there is a hint. The hint is nothing but out of, or for 1000 people there are two categories. One is rice eater and wheat eaters. In the same way, some problems like some prefer tea, some prefer coffee. Similarly, in some problems, some people are interested in playing cricket, some people are interested in playing chess, and so on. This type of problems which can be done in this method. So, from given data, we have, I would like to solve this problem. What is given? Here n is equals to 1000 people and small p proportion. Let x is equals to 540, then small p is the proportion of given sample, 540 by 1000, which means 0.54. Also, capital P is the population proportion, which is similar to finding probability, like 1 by 2. How it comes? Out of two varieties, rice and wheat eaters, we are choosing only one concept, that is favorable case is 1, which implies Q is equals to 1 minus P is equals to 1 minus 1 by 2 becomes again 1 by 2. This is the given information. Now we would like to check whether they are equally popular or not by the testing of hypothesis problem. Friends, we already know what is the procedure of testing of hypothesis. Of course, the testing of hypothesis contains 5 steps, in which step 1 nothing but null hypothesis, which can be denoted with H naught. as I already explained in the last two classes, which can be taken as given data as usual. That is, for this problem, given data capital P is equals to 1 by 2 or 0.5. Now step 2, opposite to null hypothesis, that is called as alternative hypothesis. Alternative hypothesis, which can be represented with H1 and which is contradicts the null hypothesis. That means we are not taking P as 0.5. That is, P is not equals to 0.5. Now step 3. In the step 3, generally we taken as level of significance. Level of significance. Generally, level of significance is represented with alpha. In the problem he mentioned alpha is equals to 1%. That's why given alpha value is 1% is equals to 0.01. Sometimes when he doesn't given any level of significance, we may assume it as alpha is equals to 5%. Now the most important step is step 4. Generally step 4 is called as test statistic, which gives the entire solution of the problem. Of course, I already told so many times, test statistic is nothing but heart of the problem. Why? Because almost all each method, now we covered one mean problem, difference of mean problems. Now in this problem proportion, whatever it may be, the test statistic is the only different step. Out of all 5 steps we are having similar procedures, whereas step 4 is different for different problem. From the given information we have to choose a suitable test statistic. That is, from this problem we can take test statistic Z as small p minus capital P by under root of PQ by N. These all values are there. Small p value is 0.54 and capital P value is 0.5 by under root of 0.5 by 1000. On simplifying this, we get the value of Z as 2.532. This is called test statistic value, which is also called as calculated value of Z. Now in the last step we are comparing the calculated value with the tabular value, that is called step 5. By this step 5 we can take a conclusion, that is making decision is the step 5. Whenever the calculated value Z less than Z alpha, here Z alpha is the tabular value, sometimes it is also called as critical value, which can be taken from table. Here at alpha is equals to 1% for two-tailed test. Why? Because in the alternative hypothesis we are taking not equals to symbol. That means that is a two-tailed test, and the value becomes 2.58. But calculated Z value is 2.532. So 2.532 is less than 2.58. Thus, we accept null hypothesis. Null hypothesis is represented with H0. This is the one mean problem. Friends, this is a one proportion problem. Now I would like to go to solve for two proportions. Whenever there are two samples in the given information, we can choose two proportion problem. Friends, see this problem. A manufacturer of electronic equipment subjects samples of two competing brands of transistors to an accelerated performance test. If 45 of 180 transistors of first kind and 45 of 120 of second kind fails the test, what can we conclude? Friends, the second sample is of 34, not 45. Please, once you can rectify it. First one is 45 out of 180 transistors. In the second kind is 34 out of 120 transistors. Okay, this is the given information. From this given information, we can choose. This is a propositions problem. Why? Because there is no word like average or mean in the given information. So moreover, I already told one technique, that is out of, from this 45 of 180, 34 of 120, which represents proposition problem. Okay, proportion problem. These proportion problems are very important. Why? Because some of the problems may be mentioned clearly by mean, average words, whereas these proportion problems may not be mentioned. This is a proportion. First of all, we write down the given information as what is given. Given that N1 is equals to, that is first sample size 180, out of which we have to test x1, that is 45, and from this we can calculate the first proportion. P1 is equals to x1 by n1 is equals to 45 by 180. 45 by 180. Nothing but 1 by 4, or this is equals to 0.25. This is the from first sample. In the same way, second sample N2 as 120. In the second sample we are checking from 120 transistors, and X2 are the 34. From this we can find out what is P2. P2 is equals to X2 by N2, that is 34 by 120. On simplifying we get 0.283. 0.283. Now I would like to find what is small p. Don't bother about population proportion. Why? Because whenever there are two samples, it is no need to take population proportion. Now small p, which indicates proportion of the sample, and the formula for small p is equals to x1 plus x2 by n1 plus n2, that is 45 plus 34 by 180 plus 120. On simplifying this, we got 79 by 300 is equals to 0.283. 0.263. 0.263. From this we can calculate Q also. Q is equal to 1 minus P, that is equal to 1 minus 0.263, which becomes Q is equal to 0.737. Now, from the testing of hypothesis, we have step 1 as null hypothesis, which is represented with H0, and for this particular problem, for a 2 sample, we are taken both proportions are equal. And step 2, null alternative hypothesis, which is contradicts the null hypothesis. Which is represented with H1, and which is P1 not equals to P2. This is step 2. Now step 3. Step 3 is nothing but level of significance. Which is represented with alpha. Here the problem doesn't contain any alpha value, so we can take alpha is equal to 5% or 0.05. Now the step 4 becomes test statistic. Which is represented with Z, and the formula for test statistic is Z is equal to P1 minus P2 by under root of PQ times of 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2, 1 by N1 plus 1 by N2. The values of P1 and P2 are 0.25 minus 0.283 by under root of 0.194. Times of 0.0134. On simplifying we get, which implies Z is equals to minus 0.647. By taking scientific calculator and solve for Z value, we got finally minus 0.647. Of course, I already informed, whenever there is a negative Z value, you can take its absolute value, that is modulus of Z becomes plus 0.647. Now step 5, making decision. That is, here the Z value is equals to 0.647, which is less than Z alpha value. What is the Z alpha value? At 5% level of significance for a two-tailed test, the significant value is 1.96. That is Z less than Z alpha. This is from tables. So Z less than Z alpha means we accept the null hypothesis. We accept the null hypothesis, which means both proportions are equal. Friends, By this above two problems, we are almost all covered the entire fourth unit. Of course, in the last classes I covered first one mean and difference of means. In this class I covered one proportion and difference of proportions. By this you can easily attempt fourth unit question. Thank you for watching.